Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be making a guide for the Module Forge event. This event is going to be one of the most important events for new or old players alike to boost their accounts, because you are guaranteeing yourself, essentially guaranteeing yourself at least one of these two modules getting a gold speed, which is a huge boost for people. You can only get up to gold on any substat. Let me actually track back and talk about the event in general. This event allows you to craft any right side module you want with any main stat and substats that you want uh, for non-inferno pieces. I don't know if it has the new pieces. I actually don't remember because regardless if it had the new pieces, the Vespera pieces or not, I was going to go for Swift Rush anyways, because Swift Rush is the most universal, the most used piece in the game, PvE or PvP. And HP bonus is also the most used main stat, at least for PvP. So the way you get these energy shards to make your modules or reroll your modules and whatnot is by farming the module stages. I personally would not recommend spending your stamina anywhere else besides Threshold, where the module drops, especially since it's 2x and because there is module forge. Spending it anywhere else is not going to give you the crystals. The only other place I spend my stamina on is Dyna, because I don't want to cap on these tickets, and I am pretty positive Dyna is going to be the best PvE unit for game modes like Nether Quarry, Nether Quarry and Cage Rumble, because her kit is insane. She's not going to be a PvP unit. I'm pretty positive she'll be a PvE demon. That's why I don't want to be behind for when these game modes come out. But besides the Awaken Ordeal, do not use your stamina anywhere besides the Threshold. So once you get a lot of these crystals, you can obviously choose the piece you want, reroll the substats. Once you're happy with the substats, you can tune it, and you randomly upgrade your substats to any, in any order. And what you want to aim for is going to be a gold substat on any stat that you want. Ideally, it has to be speed. Now, this is all the information that I've said so far is like a given for old players, but new players might need a bit of clarification on this. And when it comes to crafting modules, because you are allowed to upgrade and reroll the upgrades, I recommend just going for speed on anything that you go for, whether it's HP bonus, whether it's F accuracy, whether it's crit rate. And I would suggest doing HP bonus if you don't have any gold speed already. If you do have gold speed, you can go for F accuracy for like a CC. If you're a CC main, you play turn 1. You can go for crit rate. Crit rate is also generally a good one as well for units like Nathan, Kethos, Juan Li, Juan Shi. Most bruiser DPSs it can be good on. This is actually going to be the next one I make for the next module. Forge is probably going to be a crit rate main stat. I'm only making the the HP bonus one because I don't have any gold speed on Swift Rush for HP bonus. And the way I recommend doing it, this is going to be how I will do it, and this is going to be probably the most optimal way to do it. For the left side, by the way, just a heads up, like right side, you can get away if at the end of the event you don't have, the gold speed, you can get away with just having perfect substats on your main stat, because getting a right side piece with the right main stat and good substats is pretty hard. But the left side piece, unless you get gold speed, is going to be pretty much worthless, because left side pieces getting perfect substats on them is much easier than the right side pieces. But overall, the right side piece is obviously more important because it's harder. I'm just saying that you can get away. Like if this was purple and I got like 1 crit rate, 1 crit damage, and purple speed, it would have been still like a really good piece. But this one, like purple speed here, is just gonna be worthless because I have like a ton of these. It's not hard to get purple speed on the left side piece. So what I'll do at the end of the event, not at the end of the event, for the duration of the event, what I'll do is I will hoard my energy shards. I'm gonna do module I'm gonna do the threshold every single day, collect as many of these as I possibly can, reroll for gold speed for the left side piece. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use this until I am at the very end of the event, because if I can naturally get this to 15 speed, to gold speed, what I can then do is I can use the pity to try and get this to a higher speed, because gold goes up to 17. 17 is the absolute max if you max roll every single roll. If you high roll, you get 16. 15 is like the normal roll. If you low roll, you can get 14. So what I'll do is, if I can get this to 15 speed naturally without using my pity, you get pity after tuning for 25 times, and it carries between both pieces, by the way. So do not use your pity until the very end of the event. Try and see if you can get gold speed naturally. Last module forge, I was not able to get gold speed on either of these pieces, by the way, and I crafted the exact same two pieces. But this one I was able to get 15. I think at like 20 pity, and if I am able to get gold speed here as well, as I said, I will see. If this rolled like 14 speed, then I'll probably use it on this because it will be a low roll. But if it rolled 15 speed, I'll just use the pity here and try and make this like a 16, or if I'm extremely lucky, a 17. And if I somehow get 2 pities, I'm not sure if you can get more than 1 pity. I would assume it's locked at 1 pity. You just get the 1 pity in, but maybe it is not. Maybe it's not. Maybe you can get like 50 tuning and you have like 2 pities at the end. But that's how we'll do it. That's how I would do it. Just save your pity until the end of the event. Try and get gold speed naturally. If you cannot get gold speed on either of them and you are, at the pity, then at the end of the event, just do your right side piece. And one thing that you can do is I'm pretty sure if I click reselect, like if this is not purple speed, instead of tuning at the end of the event, if you don't have like the 500, instead of clicking tuning, you can just click reselect and try and get speed on the substats, which shouldn't be hard because the substats for the left side modules are limited. There is specific substats that you cannot get. It's not like the right side. The right side you can get any substats except the main stat. The left side are pretty limited, so getting speed is not going to be hard. So I just reselect, try and get speed, and just claim it so you upgrade it naturally instead of spending 500 to tune it, because it's going to be cheaper to just reselect and upgrade it normally. If at the end of the event you ran out of these, that's what I did last event, but it was still not enough to get the gold speed. Either way, if I was to make a guide for free-to-play players, I don't think I would change anything. I think just getting gold Swift Rush is going to be really vital. You can do what I did in the old Module Forge events and just go for like a DPS main piece, because these pieces, hold on, these pieces that I made, I use them on if I'm using Keen Eye on anyone, chances are I'm using this piece. If I'm using Momentum on most characters, chances are this piece is being used. I actually have better pieces than this nowadays because it rolled twice into flat attack. I think I do have better pieces. Let me check. I guess not. And that's why I'm still using that piece, because I have yet to get better pieces. Maybe this one is actually going to be better. Let's hope it doesn't roll HP. Well, now let's hope it doesn't roll attack. It's going to be usable on like any HP scaler that uses Fury, if they exist. Oh, never mind. It's probably going to be deleted. But yeah, if you're a new player, you can get away with rolling for a DPS set, but for the long term, for the best outcome, I would still do the same thing as a long-term player would do. Just create Swift Rush, try to get gold speed. It will help you in PvE, and it will help you in PvP tremendously as well. Most fast players, most turn 1 players, already have like 6 gold pieces at least on their openers, so this is more so going to help slower players catch up than it would help the already fast players, which is a good thing. So just to recap, what I will do at the end of the event is I'll just hoard all of these shards. You can use them along the way as you get them. It wouldn't matter. Just do not claim the pieces. I'm not going to claim any of these pieces until the very last day, preferably the very last hour of the event. See how much pity I have, see how much crystals I have. Try and get gold here naturally. If I was able to do it, I would use my pity here, try and make this higher than 15 speed. If I'm unable to, then I'll just pick gold here. If you are unable to naturally roll gold on either of them, just, at the end, if you only have one pity, use it on your right side piece, and then just reselect your left side, try and roll it naturally. Unless there is a case for just pick the best rolled instance. For example, if this rolled 13 speed, which is a high roll purple, and this rolled twice into crit rate, or like once into crit rate and once into HP bonus, I would just claim that, because chances are, even if you reselect, you're not going to get gold speed just upgrading it naturally. So just take like a decent piece, because this would be pretty usable. If I along the way get 13 speed, 6% crit rate, or like 4% crit rate, 4% HP bonus, or even 6% HP bonus and 13 speed, I'd just claim that piece because it would still be pretty good. That's it for the module forge. And see you guys in the next video. I'll try to upload more consistently. Not daily, because I think it's impossible to upload daily on this game, but I'll do my best.